Good morning, family and friends. To God be the glory for this day. Today, I would like to share something that's helped me along my journey, and it's about recognizing the circumstances that cause us to change directions. And first and foremost, I would like to just acknowledge my brother Greg Morris because his morning scripture really inspired me today because he shared something about God's trustworthiness. God appoints you. If you have a relationship with God, then God appoints you to service. And I thought that was so profound for me in the journey that I'm on. And today I would like to share with you about circumstances that cause us to change directions. And those circumstances to me are blessing in disguise. A lot of times I found myself in situations, and I've grown from them. I truly grown from them, where I relied on other people, and they never lived up to my standards, which forced me to go in another direction. But once I reached the destination, I realized that it was a blessing in disguise. I didn't need them as I thought I needed them. And I want to share that with you because a lot of times I went through life fighting stuff tooth and nail, not wanting to do it, being stuck in a certain way of doing things. But when I found myself in circumstances that caused me to change directions, I truly realized that those were blessings in disguise. And I look forward to opportunities and situations like that because I recognize them now to be blessings in disguise. Once I step outside my comfort zone and trust God, because God appointed me to be of service, I'll recognize those blessings in disguise. Somebody shared with me the other day that I saw something yesterday that was always there, but I never saw it before. I don't know why I didn't see it. Maybe it wasn't my time to see it, but I thank God for those circumstances. I thank God for that individual that shared that with me. And I'll give you an example of what I mean by circumstances that cause you to change directions. For gentlemen, you're in a relationship with a young lady. You think she's the cat meow. You later discover that she's not the cat meow. It causes you to change directions. It caused you to change directions and find your significant other, the woman of your dreams. That was a blessing in disguise. It caused you to find your wife. You think that person. And when you see him, you look like, wow, I thank you. There's some people who cross me and they look at me when I say thank you and they're like, why, what are you thanking me for? If you only knew how much time and money you saved me. If you only knew. You know, blessings in disguise. Circumstances that cause us to change directions are blessings in disguise. Don't count them out. Don't count them out. When they say count your blessings, count your blessings. When I say count your wins and your losses, count your wins and your losses. In real life, you never really lose. You always learn a lesson. You know. And when I leave a situation, it's not because I want to teach the person a lesson. It's because I learned my lesson. A blessing in disguise. Circumstances that cause us to change directions. You could have a friend that you grew up with for years who don't live up to your expectations. That's a blessing in disguise. Because he caused you to realize that you're a grown man and you didn't even know you was on grown man time. That's a blessing in disguise. See? See what I'm saying? Blessings in disguise. Circumstances that cause us to change directions, man. Don't get so attached to anything or anyone that you can't change directions. Don't think that you can't do it yourself. God equipped us with more than we know we have, mentally and physically. Thank God for the circumstances that cause us to go in ourselves and change directions. A lot of times when I've changed directions, I've prospered. I laugh a lot. I'm like, what was I thinking? Why didn't I do this sooner? You know, lessons are blessings. Lessons are blessings. As long as you learn from them. You know, As long as you learn from them, you know. I've had so many situations in the last couple of years, I'll say, that caused me to change directions, man. That's become a habit now. When I have to change directions, it doesn't even bother me. I know the blessings on the other side. When you have to let a person go because they don't live up to your standards, the blessings on the other side. You meet that quality of life person who's going to change your career path, change your life, change your philosophy, change your relationship with God. The blessings on the other side. Circumstances that cause us to change directions. I look forward to them. I look forward to somebody thinking they're playing me. That makes me laugh. That makes me laugh because I've been down this road so many times. I know the outcome, and I know God is with me. Again, like I said, as my brother said, I'm serving God. God appointed me. He considers me trustworthy. There's nothing really that a person can do to you when you know these things. You can only laugh because you know that you have God. You know that God gave you an assignment. In those circumstances that you wanted to hold on to, that you had to let go, that's a blessing in disguise. Circumstances that cause us to change directions. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to the person you kept trying to get to change, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle. It wasn't meant for you to get them to change. It might have been meant for you to change. Circumstances that cause you to change directions, man. I'm telling you, I get excited about it because I deal with it every day. I put faith in people and they don't deliver. But it's not their fault. It was that's for me. It's not for them. And I share this with you because I know we all experience that, but we don't recognize blessings in disguise, or it's never been. The phrase has never been termed. Recognize the circumstances that cause you to change directions. The minute you change directions and come out of your comfort zone, you become powerful. You see more. You do more. You appreciate more. I wouldn't share with you this if I didn't think it was crucial. Circumstances that cause us to change directions. I know you can think of half a dozen on your own that you probably never even thought about, you know. But like I said, it's good to have an exchange of information with grown folks because you grow from that. You grow from that. You grow from the you grow from the person who cuts you in line. By you holding yourself accountable and not verbally giving them a tongue lashing, you grew. They caused you to change direction. They caused you to grow. Look at those circumstances just as I described. They cause you to grow. Circumstances that cause us to change directions. When I started paying myself first, saving money, and the money started to grow, it caused me to change directions. It caused me to change directions, to surround myself with people who who wanted to save money and invest money and were preparing for the end game. But if I didn't realize that the circumstances caused me to change directions, I wouldn't have, I wouldn't have discovered this. I look forward to circumstances, people letting me down, and me having to change directions because I know that's God. That's my wife. Like, you finally got it, huh? Yeah, I got it, and I'm gonna share it with those around me, those who take the time out their day to sit and listen to me. You know, all five of you. You know, I love you. I'm just being silly, but I really want you to get it because, like I always say, I want you to win. I want you to bring honor to your family. I want you to live. We're all gonna die, but how many of us are gonna live? And that's why I share this with you. We're all gonna die, but how many of us are gonna live? The choice is ours. God gave us free will. You know, and you got a choice. Like I said yesterday, you can either win or you can lose. But pay attention to the circumstances that cause you to change direction, whether it be a person, a thing, a child, whatever. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to what you learned after having to change directions. It's crucial. Make that a habit. When you change directions and and the direction benefits you, the course correction that you made benefits you, you start wanting more. You start doing more. And I felt it, I'm not going to be long, I felt it imperative on me that I share that with you. It's powerful. Don't get stuck on nobody. If a person lets you down, switch lanes and be thankful for them circumstances that cause you to switch lanes, because now you see that you have a clear lane. You have a clear lane and you can accelerate. I love you. Have a blessed day. Peace. To God be the glory, as always.